I I don't know if this thing is like working 100%. I am on Haps right now, mobily. So this is kind of the first time I've done this mobily, and for some reason it will not let me do a widescreen. So I'm not really sure uh, what's up, but I need to check it. Just making sure. Okay, yeah, you guys can hear. All right, so real quick, we had a death in the family Sunday night, and my cousin Jamal was shot and killed. And hey, Regina. And so uh, he was shot with an AK-47. The bullet went through his shoulder and came out through his head, and he bled to death. Happy New Year. Um, I was supposed to do Portia, Portia Williams. I was supposed to do Portia Williams tonight, and I'm going to thank you, Regina. Hey, Natural Larissa's in the house. Hey, sis. I was supposed to do Portia Williams, um, and I don't feel like talking about Portia Williams tonight. So I said, let me come on here and tell you guys what is going on. Because I know I haven't been on YouTube. I haven't been on the internet in a minute. Um, Thank you, Boo. We just have a lot going on, and we have a lot to do. It's just a lot. Jamal was one of twins. Jamila is his twin sister, fraternal twins. A lot of family has to come in from out of town, and I already had a doctor's appointment scheduled today, which you guys can see the little stickies. I have a heart monitor, and my heart monitor is monitoring my heart for 48 hours. So I'm going to be going through that, and I didn't want to, do all of this. And of course, we had no idea that, Jamal was going to be gone. And so, yeah, a lot happened. Too much, girl, too much going on. It's just like one thing after another. I can't keep up with the news. It's so many people that's just like dying one after the other, one after the other. And I had a few changes that I wanted to do. Hey, Yvette, I had a few things that I wanted to do with the channel. I had some content that I wanted to change up. Thank you, Regina. Um, because I wanted to do, the horrifying news and all that kind of stuff on my podcast to get it off this channel because it's just like one thing after another. It's just like really too much, and I wanted to go back to my, original content, happy, joyous, laughing, and spiritual, and you know what I'm saying. What made this channel, Twanna Y'vette? It's the beginning of 2022. There's no time like the present. We're not making any New Year's resolutions. We are doing, a vision board, and we're going to stay track, and we're going to reach our goals and all of this stuff. So, I was like, I got to get back on track. I'm still going to cover Tim Norman. Of course, I've been doing that for the last 2 years, it seems like. Thank you. I gave myself a little facial. So I don't have any foundation on, but I put my eyebrows on. So I was just like, it was just like, Regina, girl. Woo. I mean, just so my daughter is like extremely upset, and she was like, Mom, you have to come to my house. So it's different because I'm at my daughter's house, and I'm going to be helping her babysit and playing with the kids and, staying off my feet, taking it easy. Um, Thursday, I got to go back to the doctor's office, my heart doctor, because I have to turn this back in. And then next week, I have a stress test, and they're going to put me on a treadmill to see how long I can go on the treadmill. And then they're going to give me a chemically induced stress test, to monitor my entire body. So Thursday, I'm going to be not this Thursday, but next week, I'm going to be off the scene because I'm going to be at the heart clinic the entire, well, at least half the day. So if you've ever had a stress test or you've been to the heart doctor and done all of the things, then you know exactly what I'm having to go through with that. Um, I know, girl, it's like you want to breathe and you get in a place where everything is relaxed, and then the next thing you know, something else happens, and it's a travesty all over again. And I haven't been feeling well, just to be honest. I haven't been feeling well. My weight is going down, which is great. Thanks to everybody who got the gummies. What I've been doing is the apple cider vinegar gummies, and I've been doing the detox. So I'm still doing the detox, and you do the gummies every day. And I noticed that several of you guys purchased, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. They're still on my website, um, and it tells you everything that you need to do. But hey, JJ, thank you guys so much. That's one of the things. Like, I just, how when you don't feel good and you just like you're going through so much and you're going through all the stress and stuff, like I really wasn't taking good care of myself. I didn't want to, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to wear makeup. I didn't want to curl my hair. I didn't want to get dressed up. I didn't want to do anything. And it seems like once I get in the mood to where, I want to do all of the things, that we women do, our self care, then something else happens. And then so, like, when I woke up this morning, I was like, I can't believe, like, it's still not real. It's still not real that Jamal is not here. It feels like I can still pick up the phone or he's going to call me. And I mean, the family is just in disbelief. My cousin was a person that he was 40 years old. He did not bother anybody. Like, he was to himself. He was studying to be a barber. He had got himself a job in a barber shop. This is a guy, he kept to himself because he had been in prison before. And so when he got out, this was a golden opportunity for him to change everything. The boy was at his uncle's house. His uncle is disabled. So he goes over there, and his cousin on his father's side comes to the house, and they get into an argument. Jamal does not have a weapon because he's been in jail before. And if you have people in your family or friends, if you've been in jail before or in prison, you can't have any weapons on your person. Of course, he didn't have any weapons. The guy takes out an AK-47 and shoots him twice. Twice. And he thinks, thank you guys. He thinks that, I don't know what he thinks. I don't know if he thinks he's going to get off. The guy said, they said that when they were at the house, that my daughter was there, and they go, he's claiming self-defense. But how can you claim self-defense? You shot somebody who didn't have a weapon. So the family is just like messed up right now. I mean, everybody's like literally messed up. It's just hard to believe that you have a relative. I mean, he literally didn't do anything but cut hair and go home and talk to us on the phone. Hey, is it I Neil? Hey, I Neil, 2800. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I don't understand. I just, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Is an argument really that intense that you want to shoot the person you're arguing with? Like, that's crazy. That's insane. It just, it's not that deep, you guys. Like, it's really not that deep. And it just goes to show, like, you never know. When Jamal got off work and, he went to get something to eat, and he goes to check on his uncle, never in a million years did he think that was going to be his last day on earth. You don't know. I could be going to the store right now. I could be going to Popeyes or whatever and get shot. Somebody, a hit and run. Anything can happen because these people are acting like they're crazy. They act like they're on drugs or something, or they act like they don't have any self control. And it's just really, you see this stuff in the news and you see it on TV, you see it on the internet. And now my family is having to go through the exact same thing. There's going to be trials. We're going to have to go to court. There's going to be eyewitnesses. Like, we're about to go through it right here in Alabama. We're about to go through the same crap. And it's just unbelievable. Like, I can't even fathom. This has never happened. My family is full of ministers and pastors and people who work factory jobs. They go to work 10, 12 hours a day. My daughter works a factory job. She has two daughters. We take care of each other. And to think that you could just walk out of the house and go visit somebody and get your head blown off. When you talk about a bullet going here and come out of your head, and your head, if you're familiar with the AK-47, then you already know. So when Diane had to go identify her son, she identified her boy with half of his head gone. That, and I can't say that I don't know how it feels because I had to bury my daughter when she was a baby. So I know what it feels like to have to bury a child. But my child was a baby. She was little. She was 3 months old. Jamal is 40. He was turning his life around. No drugs, no partying, no nothing. I got out of prison. I'm walking a fine line. Parole officer when he was supposed to, the whole nine. And it's like, what's the point of getting out of jail and doing the right thing if you're just going to end up dead? It didn't have anything to do with drugs. It didn't have anything to do with anything except for the boy was, you know what he was mad about? I'll be honest with y'all. You know what he was mad about? Jamal and Jamila's father passed away a few months ago, and he left in his will a house and two vehicles for Jamal and a house and two vehicles for Jamila. Jamila lives in Tennessee. Jamal, when he got out, he wanted to come back here with us. So I helped him get established with the barbering because y'all know I have a history in cosmetology. I hooked him up with Bill Rice. Bill started teaching him the fundamentals of barbering because that's what he wanted to do. One day he wanted to open up his own shop, and his biological father was sick, and he already had the will made out before Jamal even got out of prison. So he didn't know. Of course, he didn't know when his father was going to pass away. Nobody knows that kind of stuff. And so you're really upset and jealous and just, fuming because Jamal got out of prison and got a beautiful brick house, got a beautiful Jaguar, and a beautiful truck. And he had his life set up for success. And that's really what you were mad about. So you decided to kill him, your own blood. You decided to kill him. That's really what it is. And I don't care if they get mad at me because I'm 50 years old and I don't have anything to lie about. I'm telling the truth. This is what it is. And I know everybody is used to people coming on the internet and coming on Instagram and showing all the happy stuff, and everything ain't damn happy. This is real life. And if more people would show real life, it probably would help some other people, because everybody goes through something. And I just feel like this is just some of the stupidest stuff I've ever seen. Exactly. Jealousy and envy kills people. They don't want you to have anything. And you know it's not going to go down, right? Because we're black. Let's just say it. Let's just say what it is. Let's just keep it 100. We're black. So it's not going to go down like if this was a white family. Thank you, Sharia. Welcome. This is, I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. If that guy gets out of jail and doesn't have to go to prison because of self-defense, and we know that's a lie, because the boy Jamal couldn't have any weapons on him, period. We already know what it is. They don't care about us. They do not care about us. And you already know what's going to happen. You already know what they're going to try. We got to get the best lawyer. You know what I'm saying? We have to step our game up in order to protect our family, just like all the other black families that have stuff like this happen. That's why cases like Tim Norman pissed me off, because you try to get away with, the most evil plans. You just try to get away. Like how do you think you're gonna get away with murder? This is not TV. You really thought that you could just walk up on somebody's porch and blow their brains out and then go home and go to bed? Really? I can't. And these people, they don't care about us. It's just another black in off the street that they don't have to worry about. That's really what it is. It is an abomination, but that's how it's gonna go down. Because that's how, look at all of the cases that have been in the news, and all the cases that we have talked about over the 5 years I've been on YouTube. If it's a black case, we barely get justice. We barely get justice. We have to riot. We have to pitch fits. We have to go broke spending all our money on the best attorneys and all of the stuff. But if we were white, it would be so easy. Of course, we're going to get justice if we're white. How dare you? But just another black in off the street, and it's not fair. It's not fair. And I'm sorry about my phone blowing up. It's family, and hey Amanda, and I can't cut my phone off because people are coming in from out of town, and they're going to be staying at hotels and staying at our house, and the mother's house, Jamal's uncle's house, probably mom and dad's house. So we're just doing what we got to do. Hi, everybody coming in. Sharia, Regina, Neil, Amanda. I appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to Haps. Regina, thank you so much for being the best moderator on the planet. JJ, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. Everybody in the bushes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Natural says, yes, just like the story Info Man talked about, a lady got killed while working on her first day at Burger King. Exactly. You don't think that you're going to go to work, get out of your car, go and clock in or whatever, and boom, lose your life because of stupidity. Bullets don't have eyes, you guys. Bullets don't have eyes. JJ says, you're right. Somehow the media loves black versus white all day, every day. That's why I'm sick of talking about it. I'm sick of talking about it. Because I mean, it's like every time I do a news story, Every time I do a story, it is brutal. Every time somebody sends me a story, somebody got raped or somebody got killed or somebody got kidnapped, or like the fire in New York. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? But then somehow we fall through the cracks. Somehow, when our sons and daughters die or get killed or get castrated or get, our heads blown off or get our necks chopped off, half of our stories don't even make it in the news because we're not important enough. And Neil says, yes, our tomorrow is definitely not promised us, and it's sad. I mean, and thank you, Regina. Here's the thing that really pisses me off about the whole thing is that here it is hundreds of years later, and black people, we are still not considered human. We're still not considered, you know, citizens. You don't care. They don't even want us to vote just because of the color of our skin, just because y'all went to Africa and stole our ancestors and brought them back over here. We weren't building the boat to come over here. Our ancestors couldn't care less. They were fine where they were at. So if you didn't want all this calamity going on, then your ancestors should have left our black asses in Africa where we were. Now you want us to go back. I was born here. It ain't no back. I ain't never been to Africa. I was born right here in Alabama, in the United States of America. And it ain't nothing you white people can do about it. And look, before you get messy, don't put my name in no mess. I don't have anything against white people. I'm just saying what it is. This is our reality. White privilege is completely different. We don't have black privilege unless we have black money. And that's really rich privilege. If your kids belong to Candy Burris, then you have rich privilege and you just happen to be black. I'm so glad I found your channel. Let's talk about it. Highly favored. Welcome to the village. Twanna, did you see the story of an innocent man spent 37 years? Yes. That's another thing that pisses me off. How, how you gonna put somebody in jail? You don't have adequate evidence. They spend 37 years, 55 years, all their life. They're 70 something years when they get out of prison. You have taken their life away from them, and you think some money is going to, just rectify everything. Give them some money and let them go on. $1 million ain't nothing to your state, to your government, to the IRS. They take everything we got anyway. I hate that too. They don't consider black people as human, but they want to take our tax stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God, Regina, I'm so sorry. I did not know that. There's so many people are like our girl that used to be on YouTube, Doreen Merritt, the one that used to do the planners and stuff. Well, her grandson was bludgeoned to death, beaten to death by his own grandfather, splattered all over the news. Not because it was so sad, but I feel like the media likes to glorify those stories. When something really brutal happens to us, they like to put it in the media and glorify it so, they could be at home celebrating. We got another one off the streets. We got another one out of here. Like it's okay. It's open season on not just our black men, but it's open season on black people in general. The men, the women, the boys and girls, the babies, they don't care. They want us out of here. But the one mistake you made was messing around back in the day with our ancestors. You came over here and stole property that didn't belong to you. And then you brought folks over here that didn't belong here. So not only did we not belong here, you didn't belong here either. But yet you want to pitch a fit because your skin is lighter than ours, you sound stupid. For every white person that is racist and this is the way you think, you sound stupid. Period. So they treat us like dogs. They don't care about our well being. I mean, I had a doctor that literally was from Africa. And how you remember when my kidneys failed a couple years ago? Black doctor from Africa didn't even want to send me to the hospital. And these people were like, if you had just waited one more day, we would have lost you. And I'm like, you kidding me right now? So we're worthless to everybody we meet. we can't we can't win for losing. I got a church member. Well, my dad's the pastor of a church, and this doctor, I don't know what the church member's doctor's problem is, but he's pretty much like, there's nothing else we can do for you. We've tried all the medicine, we've done everything. There's nothing else we can do for you. So pretty much he gave up. He's not gonna try anything else. And then so she just gets to sit at home and die. Hey, fun. Kylie says you're right. They don't belong here. I call them parasites. They are parasites. They are. And it's just like really ridiculous. How are we supposed to raise our children in an environment like this? Then people get upset. But you know what? They sound stupid, and I feel like they're fools. They sound stupid and they sound like idiots because when I look at shows like First 48 and all of that stuff, I see more white people than black people. When we used to go to the prison ministry up in Houston, Texas, I saw more white people in prison than black. I'm just saying, we're there, but wow, I'm glad you're better. I'm making it. I'm trying to get there. I got my heart monitor on. I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to do. So fingers crossed and prayers up, girl. But I just can't even. Who you quarreling with, sis? Hey, Sunflower. I'm quarreling with racists right now. And I'm quarreling with people. I'm quarreling with black on black crime. I'm quarreling with families who don't know the value of the village. It takes a village to raise these kids and to stand up for one another. And you know why it's so easy for the police to target us and skinheads and KKKs? And over the years, do you know why it is so easy for us to be a target? Because we kill each other, because we don't stand up unified. Not all the time are we unified. Look how long the KKK has been unified. Look how long the skinheads have been unified. Look how the Republicans are all unified. We can't even be unified at the church house. We're not unified. That's why world star hip hop is so popular and all this craziness. Because all we do is fight and kill each other, feed each other drugs, whatever else. And until we get unified and until we can stand as a united front and until we can show these fools that we are not standing for it and until we can show everybody that black lives do matter and that we care about each other, we're always going to be easy targets. Because as long as we're fighting with ourselves, it's a distraction. And as long as we're distracted, these other people can target us and they can still kidnap our kids and they can still take our women for human trafficking and they can do all of this crazy stuff and laugh behind our backs and laugh in our faces and we still don't get justice. And I mean, it's like, are we ever going to wake up and just like say, brother, I got your back. Sister, I got your back. I'm sorry. We're not going to fight anymore. We're going to come together. And we're going to be together in front of these people that target us, and we're going to be together in front of the people that don't like us. I live in the South. I live in Alabama. I'm a hop, skip, and a jump from Mississippi. I can't even go to Coleman, Alabama. In the dark, that's a death wish. Some of our schools for like graduation and for prom are still segregated. So our white people and our black people have to have separate proms and separate graduations because they can't have the ceremonies together. And that's right there on the line between Alabama and Mississippi. And these people think it's a joke that like gang banging and all this kind of stuff is really stupid when who you should be mad at are the people who still hold us down. Why don't you take some of that aggression out on the people who really need it instead of each other? If I lived in the wrong place or if I had been born in the wrong place in the state of Alabama, guess what? My children probably would have been spit on, probably could have been lynched, probably would have been raped, because all of us, we got all girls. Jamal was the last boy, which is another reason why this is so hard, because we don't have a lot of men in our family. And so you take, take that away, because when we get married, our last name changes. So, that's it. There's not going to be any more Jacksons. Highly favored said, if you notice, they use the word matter in regards to everything else but us. Of course. JJ says sometimes we have to diagnose ourselves. Some doctor are useless. Tell me about it. I happen to have a doctor that's from India, and he is the best heart surgeon on the planet. So I'm so happy for that. And when we talk about natural things, like this, I ask him about stuff like that, and he's all for it. So I don't have to have a whole lot of medication. That's big facts. Big facts. When he says that you can use apple cider vinegar, or you can use like turmeric, or you can supplement with vitamin D, that makes me feel so much better. When you can get ginger to help you with nausea, and then it will lose weight, get you some lemon water in the morning. Stuff. My white doctors never told me any of that stuff. My white doctors never told me any of that stuff. You know what they do? They give me you see all that? All these pills right here? That's what they give me. That's what I've been taking for the past 2 years. So I ended up finding a black doctor that takes care of my gastroparesis because I have stomach issues. I was born that way. And so I'm 50 years old and I'm finally getting the health care that I need. 50! And I'm finally getting the health care that I actually deserve. But guess what? None of my doctors are from here. So yeah, JJ, I get it. I get it. Oh, yeah, Amanda, we're still segregated. As a matter of fact, there was a celebrity, a black guy, who did a documentary on it, and they don't want us together. Coleman does not want us together. Leonville doesn't want us together. Right there on the lines of Mississippi doesn't want us together. Um, you're not going to be black and graduate with. They can't do anything about the white and the black students being in the same classroom, but when it comes to graduation and dances and stuff like that, you will not. And that's just that on that. And there's nothing we can do about it. Slavery still exists. Modern day slavery still exists. We're gonna go back to it, Regina. They're gonna be like, we don't drink out of that water fountain because the black people are down there. But we can't use those bathrooms down there because those are the black people. We're going backwards instead of forward, man. We're going backward. Oh yeah, white doctors get you in and out in 10 minutes. They want to diagnose you because it's not about health, it's about money. It's about the money. I just saw an article the other day that said hospitals have finally broke down and started hiring doctors permanently, because usually a doctor is an independent contractor, but they're having to hire them to keep them in house because people are so sick. And see, at one time that was great for the doctors because it's all about the almighty dollar with them. Let's just pump them up full of drugs, and the more drugs we can prescribe, the more money we all make in the long run. But now everybody's sick, and nobody banked on COVID-19 coming into the picture. Now everybody is overwhelmed, and they're trying to find a different way to bank on it. So if you go into the hospital, you may or may not test positive or negative for C-19, but if they put it on your charts, they're going to get a little extra cash. That's what a little research will teach you. A little research, inch high private eye right here. Yeah, I be getting all into their mess because I want to know what's going on, because I don't want to go, to the hospital and get there and you misdiagnose me and then I'm laying on a slab. And now my grandchildren don't have a grandmother. My daughter is left without a mom. All because you wanted to play games with my life. Nope, not having it. Highly favored says I use ginger for nausea. It works. Yup. Turmeric will burst the skin boils, so I know it's fine. Yeah, my daughter has skin boils as well. She has HS, and so that turmeric is great for so many different things. And if you have inflammation, turmeric is good for that as well, because I have swelling sometimes, so turmeric is real good. I take it in a little powder form, but I cook with it too. I cook with it as well. Some doctors are racist. Yes, yes. Are you saying they purposely separate blacks from whites at proms? Yes, I'm dead serious. Morgan Freeman, look it up. He did a documentary some years ago. Somebody sent him some information on it and he wanted to do the documentary. So he got some funding and he went to Mississippi to find the schools. And then a flood of information just came up of how many schools in the South actually still participate in this. And it's 2022 and it's not changing anytime soon. The parents have stuck together just like we black parents are supposed to do, but we don't. The white people have stuck together and they said our children will have a white prom and our children will have white dances and they will have a white graduation. End of story. And they mean it, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So yeah, I'm serious when I say that. Regina said I had to check my doctor. Don't rush me out because of the color of my skin. If you don't need my money, I'll find another doctor who cares. Black, and look, I had a black doctor that had gotten so many patients that he didn't have time to spend. You know, I love a doctor that doesn't rush me and he just sits and he talks to me. You know what I'm saying? Like today, I wanted to know, like, why do I need this stuff? You know what I mean? And talk to me and tell me what's going on. It could be fluid around my heart. My heart could be overcompensating for something. There's so many things. And so it's like, we've got to monitor you. We've got to start a regimen on you, so we can eliminate some things. And that's so amazing to me that they take the time out to do that, because I was freaking out. I can't walk from here to my car without, having to take deep breaths and, just that's never happened to me before. So what's going on with my body? And like I said, I'm 50 years old and I'm just now, just now, getting to the point where somebody will talk to me and tell me what I need to know and what I need to do at home while I'm waiting for these test results. Because if you get the wrong doctor and they don't care, they won't go to these lengths. And I have to pay for everything out of pocket. So you already know they don't care about me. When you work for yourself and you are an independent contractor and you do YouTube and blogs and you're a content creator, you have to afford your own insurance or pay for everything out of pocket. Highly favored said, you're right, I use turmeric. Okay, I read that. I remember Morgan Freeman and the documentary. Yes, JJ. So you already know I'm telling the truth. Does anyone remember Gina Six in the Tree, the bias over black people being near the tree? There's stuff in my medical file that wasn't even treated for. I feel you. I had the same thing going on when I filed for disability. And, girl, these doctors are like, is that going to benefit me or not? If you get this disability, or am I still going to be your doctor, or are you going to go somewhere else? Like, it's not about you. It's about them. Thank you. Hugs. Hey, Bianca. Make sure to use black pepper as a girl. Black pepper. Yes. Get that turmeric to fully release along with it works 20%. But with the above added, girl, me and black pepper. I'm glad I'm not a man because men can't really intake a lot of black pepper. They get those little stones. hmm But look, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys for a minute. Hey, Jazz. Jazz. My cousin Jamal. He was murdered Sunday night, and we just. I just need to take a break. I can't do the Portia Williams thing today. I'm not in the mood. I'm pissed off. I'm just venting. I'm just venting. Thank you. Because I just don't understand people, and I just can't believe this stuff is happening. And it happens all over the place. But then, like, when it hits home, it's like a different type of feeling. I just am not, I'm just not in the mood to talk about Portia, and her stupidity. But anyway, I gotta get off of here because my babies are gonna be coming in a minute. Listen, let me tell you, Portia Williams. I'm gonna do the live stream tomorrow. Okay, it'll be quiet in here, and I won't have the kids, whatever. So, tomorrow around 4 o'clock or something, 3 or 4, I'm going to talk about Portia Williams and her Bravo show. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to my Twitter or you can go to my Instagram and you can see the video footage. Um, Portia has a habit of fighting a lot of people, and it's been the worst fight that she got into. And they gave her her own show, and she did this, and we don't know what the outcome is going to be. So we're going to be talking about mental health and what's wrong with this girl and why she keeps fighting all these people and the tragedy of the show because the show is terrible. Hey, brown girl. Hey, would you say Regina? Thank you, brown girl. Welcome to the village. I couldn't find it, Regina. I'm sorry. What are you looking for? I don't know. I missed that conversation. Um, okay. She's back. Thank you. Welcome to the village. Yay. Thank you, Bianca. Um, but yeah, I just if you haven't join the podcast, go to my community tab, subscribe to the podcast. That's where all of the, gory news and true crime and all that stuff is going to be. I've already started. There are 4 stories up on there already. Some stuff that you guys probably haven't missed. My weekly vlog. I was intending to start that this week, so I still might. And I want to apologize beforehand. My heart doctor wouldn't let me film in the office, so I didn't get to show you guys how they hooked me up and stuff like that. So that won't be in the vlog next week, but I will talk about it and all that kind of stuff in detail. So sometimes they don't let you film. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're gonna get back to all the happy and the important stuff, like today's conversation, because I really want to talk some more about this stuff. I don't mean to sound so harsh or whatever, and I don't have an issue with races in general. I mean races like black, white, Italian. What I don't. It is the people that lash out at us is what I have a problem with. The people, if you love me, I love you. But if you have a problem with me because of my skin, you can kiss my perky black ass. And I mean that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Because I'm too old for it and I don't have time for it anymore. JJ said I was looking for the documentary of Morgan Freeman and the segregated school. If I find the link or if I find anything about it, I'll put it on my community tab. So you guys just look for that tonight or whatever. Um, I don't know the name of it, but I remember the documentary. I just can't think of the name of it. Wait a minute, let me see. Morgan Freeman documentary. Black schools. Prom Night in Mississippi. Yeah, that's it. Prom Night in Mississippi is a 2009 Canadian American documentary film written and directed by Paul Saltzman. The documentary follows a group of 2008 Charleston high school seniors in Charleston, Mississippi, as they prepare for their senior prom, the first radically integrated prom in Charleston history. So, Prom Night in Mississippi 2009. You can find the information on IMDb, but you might be able to look for it on Peacock or Tubi TV or something like that. But it's Prom Night in Mississippi. Morgan Freeman helps high school degenerate. So a lot of stuff came out of it or whatever. But anyway, it did say that at one point in time it used to be on HBO. So there you go. But Prom Night in Mississippi, Freeman film story of Mississippi town's first integrated prom action took place April 24th in 2009. So, hey, darling. Hello. You say hi to my people. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hey, village. This is an honesty. How old are you? Are you tired? You had a long day, huh? I know. Okay, go put your stuff up. Your hair's so pretty. Oh, well, thank you. Yours is too. I like your big puff. She's so cute. I live in rural South Virginia. What the police and courts have done to me is horrible. I refuse to let them win, though. That's right, Bianca. I got another baby. Oh, oh. Hey, sugar mama. Honeybug, did you get Harmony bottles? You got Harmony bottles? No. Yeah, you did. You got bags. She brought back sugar mama. Hey, sugar mama. Wake up. Mm-hmm. There you go. Y'all come say hi. Let your mama's hair go. Y'all come say hi. Let me see. Can I get y'all say hi? Hello. Say hello. That's a big girl. She is how old are you? 10 months. 10 months. So you look so pretty. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go play with the babies. I'm gonna go play with the babies. But I love you guys so much. Oh, look how cute. You can't shop. What you gonna put in this? Whose shopping cart is this? Whose shopping cart is this? Is I because you can't put nothing in here but lip gloss. Ugh. Ugh. You can put if you go to the grocery store with mommy, you go put something in here. You put little stuff in there. You know what you could put in here? You could put your mini brands in here. Oh. Hey girl. I'm gonna go play with the babies. Thank you. I'm gonna play with the babies. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit. I love y'all so much. I will talk to you guys tomorrow around the same time, maybe like 3 or 4, and we can do the Portia Williams story, and do some updates and all that kind of stuff. And I will make sure to update you guys on my heart monitor. I'm still alive. But I just wanted to pop in and let y'all know what was going on and where I've been and all that. So you didn't think I was like MIA or whatever. So, thank you, Bill. Oh, thank you to everybody who joined and who subscribed. I appreciate you guys so much. Prayers up for Bianca. Prayers up for everybody. And thank you guys for praying for me and my family. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Don't forget to be careful out there. Wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer, and all that kind of stuff. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast. I will put the link in the community tab. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Good night, everybody.